People don't want to talk about Brexit. No. The media doesn't want to talk about Brexit. No. As such, nobody's really that interested in Brexit anymore, apart from us fanatics who are interested about Brexit and the consequences of Brexit, because it is a shit show. It really is, but there's always something else to blame. There's always a disaster in the world. Blame that instead. Blame something else, When, quite rightly, the blame really sits squarely at the feet of Brexit and those who voted for it. But it still doesn't seem to sink in. It doesn't. People are bored of it, basically. And it's probably part of the reason why this channel over the last year has really suffered. It's taken a right downturn. On average, I was getting around 5 to 10,000 views per video I was putting up. And now I'm lucky if I get 1,000 views, because the interest's not there. Now, the interest now at the moment is all about, Yemen, it seems. If you look at, the government media polls and what have you, it's, Yemen, and which, understandably, it affects everybody, and it's like the next bandwagon someone's got to jump onto, the media and what have you. The thing is, I have to think about, obviously, myself and the channel and my family and stuff like that as well, and I have to think, well, how do I keep this channel live? Because it can't sustain itself on 1,000 views. It just can't, I got myself in a situation where I was almost able to keep a head above water regarding YouTube, regarding the adverts and stuff like that YouTube puts on. They pay me a little bit for, and obviously regarding your contributions and stuff like that. But it's like buy me coffees. I very rarely get things like buy me coffees these days. That add a bit of support. Very rare. And we've obviously got the memberships and stuff like that, and people are so loyal. I mean, it's fantastic. And the Patreon and that as well. And it's brilliant. And then the memberships, it's really nice. And it seems to be like close-knit of people. But it is always the same people who contribute. It makes a difference. It allows the channel to continue. So I'm having to think to myself, okay, then, how do I get more interest in the channel and what my point of view on things, I can't do much about my accent. I'm a Norfolk. I can't do much about that. No. The sad truth is, I'm going to have to chase the algorithm. To chase the views. Because without the views, you've got nothing. You haven't got an audience. Now, on my other channel, my woodworking channel, although it's mainly on shorts and stuff, it's that's growing nicely, but this channel's stagnant. It really is stagnant. It's not what it used to be. My other channel, I'm getting considerable amount of views in comparison. My woodworking channel is Wally Bois. So what do? What? Do I just do what everyone else do and just chase the views? Do I, stick to my own morals, so to speak, and just plod along and do what I do? Not worry about the views, but, in the day, you have to make ends meet, don't you? And what impression are you making if you don't have enough people watching, enough audience? If you're trying to get the truth out, what have you, because something I won't do is lie. It's something there's a pledge to myself, that is. I will not lie to people. I might make mistakes, but I'm not going to lie to people. I just won't do it. If the missus comes in and she asks me, "Do you like my hair?" and it looks like shit, I'll say no. I'm not gonna do the old around the edges, think around the edges, so to speak, just to, she doesn't like it sometimes, but she does appreciate that. At least she knows I'm going to be honest with her. It looks like shit. I don't say like that, obviously, but she's a kind lass. But that really frustrates me. I can't talk about stuff that I really want to talk about, and for me, a lot of it's obviously regarding Brexit and what have you. That's very important to me, because it really affects me and lots of people, and it still is. And virtually lots of the stuff that's going on in the United Kingdom at the moment is directly related to Brexit, even though nobody wants to admit it. Which is frustrating as hell. It really is frustrating. You see, what we do is we put ourselves in this little bubble. I've put myself in a bubble. Because it's something I can see. But I can also, I can Larry think what have you and think, okay, I can see that obviously the war in Ukraine ain't helping. The war in Gaza ain't helped. The pandemic hasn't helped. But you can't deny the fact that Brexit has played a major part regarding our own legislation, what have you, and things that affect the country, such as Northern Ireland Protocol. Well, the Windsor Framework now. And Brexit itself, the Trade and Cooperation Agreement, where our standing in the world. You can't get away from that. You know, Brexit is just, you know, at least 6% loss in output. That's wages. And the cost of everything has gone up, hasn't it? We've got a shrinkflation, greedflation, you name it. There's an inflation of one type or another. Food inflation. Core inflation. Oh, crikey, it's somebody at the door. So it's, I don't know. What do you reckon? What should I do? I'm thinking about doing more world news and stuff like that, really. But, you know, if you want to support the channel, there's Patreon, there will be Wires Coffee, and the links are down below. But I better see to that door. Crikey. Timing, eh? Doodaloo. Tell me what you think. What should the direction of all shorts be?